Hello and welcome to my channel. So my name is Bucket, not really, and today I'm going to be doing a book haul. I've noticed recently that I've actually gotten quite a few new books in the last like 3 to 4 months. So I wanted to make a book haul video kind of showing you guys what books I have bought myself, received as gifts, etc, etc. So we'll be starting off from the start of November. So that was my birthday month. So my aunt got me the entire Carry On series for my birthday. Wordsworth Books was having a sale, like a blue dot sale or something, I think in preparation for Christmas. And all of these books were on sale. Like all of them were really cheap actually. And I loved Carry On when I was younger. So I wanted to reread it for a while. I reread it on my birthday, or I started reading it on my birthday, and I still need to read Wayward Son and Anyway the Wind. I still need to read Wayward Son and Anyway the Wind Blows. I actually was kind of going back and forth on if I wanted these covers. If I wanted these covers specifically, because I didn't really like them at first. I think it's because this one came out with this cover before I saw this one, and I don't like this one, and I still don't like this one. I think this one's my least favorite of the three, but these two are beautiful. Like I love the illustrations, I love the way the characters look. It's great. I know people were very upset with what happened in this book, and I have not read this, so I'm kind of hesitant to pick this up now, even after rereading the first book. But I've heard that the third and final book soothes things over, and it gives them the happy ending that people wanted the characters to have, I think. But in case you were wondering, Carry On is basically a queer retelling of the chosen one trope. So it's very much, it's giving Draco Malfoy and Harry Potter. They're like in a wizarding school. Simon, no, that's not Simon. Is that Simon? That is Simon. Okay, so Simon is our chosen one, and he has this like feud, this long time feud with the other character, Sebastian. It's very fun. I like the world that the author created and the way they kind of played on the whole chosen one theme. Yeah, this is one of the like main lines on the back. Simon Snow is the worst chosen one who's ever been chosen. So it kind of plays with that idea. I really enjoyed rereading it. Honestly, I don't think I should have given it a 5-star, but more just for sentimental value. I gave it a 5-star again. I'd probably give it a 4 if I was to rate it, honestly. Okay, and then I don't know when, but a while after that we were walking past Wordsworth Books again, and they were still having the sale, and we were like looking around. I wasn't there for books for myself. Okay, I wasn't there for books for myself, but then there was kind of part of the sale. If you buy 2 you get them kind of cheaper. So then I was like, okay, looks like I'll need to pick a book, and this is the one I ended up picking. This is Monster by Walter Dean Myers. So this is about a 16-year-old black boy who is in jail he's on trial for a murder, and the entire book is kind of told in a movie script format. It's written like a movie script because it's basically the main character creating a movie about his circumstances as they're happening. Or actually, I don't know if it's as they're happening or if it's him looking back on what has happened and creating a movie about what has happened. That's what this book is about. It seemed interesting, the format seemed interesting, and the topic seemed interesting. I kind of enjoy reading books set in prisons just because it's a very dark setting, and there's a lot out of the character's control. And that was the books that I got on the Wordsworth Books sale. Okay, next up we have the books that I got on holiday. First off, I was in Bloemfontein visiting my mom, and then we went to the bookstore to look for Christmas presents for other members of my family. And I wasn't planning on buying myself anything, That's usually how it goes. So I wasn't planning on getting myself anything, but then, okay, this is at Exclusive Books, and I saw this gorgeous Wordsworth Classics of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. And there were quite a few of these Wordsworth classics. They seemed to be new because I hadn't seen them in a bookstore yet. But then I saw them and I was like, oh, that's pretty. Let me just check the price. It's probably going to be so unbelievably expensive because look at it. Look at it. And then I looked at it and it's literally just, it was 135 Rand. That's it. It was 135 Rand. That's so cheap for a book of this size. And the fact that it's a classic and it's a beautiful classic, it was a bargain. I had to get it. Like I physically had to get it. I was actually considering getting some of the other ones that they had, but I like other editions of those classics more, so didn't end up getting them. And I checked at a later point at other Exclusive Books, and they sell these editions for more expensive. So I don't know if it was just cheaper in Bloemfontein or what, or if it was just because they were quite new. Oh my god, did I spill on this book? Is this a part of the book? It better be a part of this book. What the fuck? Yeah, okay, I'm just fucking up this book further. Okay, never mind. So I'm actually glad I got it then, because maybe they've upped their prices. Oh no, I've scratched myself. It's fine. Ignore. Okay, and then at the same Exclusive Books, what else did I see? What else did I see that was on a fantastic price? Heartstopper, Volume 1, for half price. For half price. For half price. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Anyways, I've read Heartstopper before. I think I read it while it was still, I don't know if it's still online. So I read Heartstopper before it was published. So I know I like this and I really want to reread it. And these books just look so cute. I'm not sure if I'd get the other volumes, but this was so cute and it was 50% off. I had to get it. I was forced. Anyways, if you don't know what this is about, this is a queer love story set in high school. Like they explain it as boy meets boy, boys become friends, boys fall in love. It's a very sweet, cute romance, and there is a Netflix show I have not watched yet. Mostly just because I know it's going to be different and I don't. I know it's good. I've heard very good things about the show. I struggle sometimes. I'm just like, I don't want to be disappointed. But anyways, yes, very cute. The art style is adorable. Like, it's just so cute. Anyways, that's what I got at Exclusive Books. And then later on, I went to my daddy-o, and he gave me this copy, Doctor Who, The Tomb of Valdemar by Simon Messingham. He read this and he gave it to me. I have actually no idea what this is about. I just know it's a Doctor Who story about one of the older doctors. I've never actually read a Doctor Who book, so I think this would be an interesting experience, but I still need to catch up on Doctor Who. Like, I want to rewatch it. I'm planning on rewatching it with a friend because I am so behind on Doctor Who and I really want to see the new Doctor. I can't remember the actor's name, but when I saw that he was the new Doctor, I don't even know if he's the new Doctor anymore. Maybe there's going to be another new one. I don't know. I'm so behind. Anyways, but when I saw he was going to be the new Doctor, I was like, I have to catch up because I love that actor. So my dad gave me this. Okay, and then we went to Exclusive Books and we were just perusing, and my dad was a sweetie. We were at Exclusive Books and my dad was a sweetie and he was like, do you want a book? And I was like, yeah. Actually, I saw this one and Bunny, but this one wasn't on my TBR. I just saw it in the bookstore. It's the Traveling Cat Chronicles by Hiro Arikawa. And the way that it was just explained, so in the back, the one that kind of convinced me to get this, anyone who has ever unashamedly loved an animal will read this book with gratitude, for its understanding of an emotion that ennobles us as human beings, whether we value it or not. That's what Lynn Truss said from The Guardian. And I am, how do I say this? Like, I kind of get separation anxiety from my cat, and my cat gets separation anxiety from me. My cat is very important to me. So this kind of book, just the fact that it talks about that care that you can have towards an animal, I really want to read it just because of that. It seems like something that would be perfect for me. It seems like it's like from the perspective of the cat. I'm not sure, but it seems like also there's a road trip involved. I don't care. I'm just here for the cat. And also I asked my dad to pick between this one, the Traveling Cat Chronicles, and Bunny by Mona Awad, and he chose this one purely just because there was a cat on the cover. So he knows what he's talking about. Then I didn't get books for quite a while, actually. And then this last weekend? At the start of February, I went on like a mini break with my dad because he like came down. So I went to like visit him while he was down here. And we went to a secondhand bookstore. I think you know where this is going. There's obviously books involved. But I went to a secondhand bookstore, and I can't believe this bookstore had it. I was so shocked because I realized the bookstore had quite like a few, like they had like comic books and graphic novels and stuff like that. And then I was like perusing the bookstore, and I was like, oh la 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 la, and guess what the fuck I find? Guess what the fuck I find? I find Maodao Zushi. It's the comic. I don't even know if they've published the novel or if they've just published the comic. I've only seen the comic in bookstores. Anyways, but they are like brand spanking new editions. Like, they're beautiful. They've not been touched. Okay, they've not been touched. And I got them for half the price I would have gotten for them in a normal bookstore. The only thing is, now I just have volume 2 and 3. So I need to get volume 1, and I don't even know how many other volumes there are. But that's going to be a very slow progress of collecting the volumes of this. Anyways, love this with my whole heart. Again, I read this online as it was coming out. I still remember I think it was the artist, but I don't know if it was other people that kind of shared the more R-rated scenes that weren't really R-rated, but the ones that made this explicitly gay, they were like censored out. I didn't even know if they're part of these volumes, but they were like kind of censored out. But I don't know if it was the artist or people that kind of just leaked, what's it called? Leaked the frames of those moments. But yeah, so I still remember that. I was there when it happened. That was a very lucky find. Like, I was so lucky to find that at a random bookstore owned by like a little old lady. It was a little old lady, and she had these. Anyways, and then obviously I went to the classic section, and I got Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey. I think this is her, yeah, I think Northanger Abbey is Jane Austen's kind of play on the Gothic romance or the Gothic novel. But anyways, yeah, so this is one of her books that I have yet to read. Also, love the artwork on top. Anyways, and look how floppy this is. Look at how floppy it is. Anyways, saw that, had to get it. The other classic I got was Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. And honestly, don't really have much a clue of what this is about. I did read the back, and it seems like our main character, I think this is also a romance, if I'm not mistaken. But I think the main character becomes what's it called? She becomes the governess of a estate, and she kind of falls in love with she falls in love with a sardonic employer. Anyways, and I think there's like some kind of mystery or secret or some kind of nonsense going on here. Anyways, but yeah, I found all of these. Okay, they're all new. They're not like used, but they are secondhand. It was such a steal. It was such a steal. I had to get them. It was like I was forced. And now the other two, I was not so much forced. This happened yesterday. That's kind of what prompted this video, is I bought 2 new books, and I was like, Okay, I think I should do a book haul. But I went into the bookstore just to waste time, honestly, just to browse, just to look around. I was kind of like trying to convince myself to buy a book, but I was like, okay, but I need to kind of give myself a budget. I can't go over a certain amount. But then in the manga section, I don't know why this was in the manga section. Just by the way, this is not a manga. It's written by a Japanese author, but it's not a manga. So I don't know if it's because of the cover or what, but this was in the manga section, and that is Battle Royale by Koushun Takami. It went a little bit, it's not a lot, but it went a little bit over my budget that I was like setting for myself. But if you know, this is on my 25, one of the 25 books I wanted to read this year, and I wanted this exact copy. Okay, this exact copy with the beautiful and quite disturbing artwork. I didn't think I was going to be able to get this edition, but then I saw it and I had to have it. Okay, if you don't know, it's basically a bunch of school kids and they are trapped in a situation where they have to kill each other. It seems like they're on an island. In the interior, there's like a little map and with like time zones. So I think they're not allowed to be in certain areas at certain times. But anyways, it's literally like a battle royale. There can only be one winner. Kind of like a Squid Game, Hunger Game situation. And then I was like, okay, I got my book. It's fine. I don't need anything else. But let me just look around. Okay, this was by Bargain Books, by the way. These two were from Bargain Books. And then I was like, let me look around. And I saw they had a sale section. Quite a large sale section. And I was like, okay, let me just take a peek. I'm just gonna take a peek. No harm, no foul. And then I was just like, head at a 90-degree angle reading the titles. And I found Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Malinda Lowe for 70 rand. And this is on my TBR. So I was like, okay. And yeah, for 70 rand. I was like, I've already gone over budget. I might as well just add this. It's fine. So anyways, this is about a lesbian love story in the 1950s in America, specifically in Chinatown. But anyways, I've heard good things about it. Well, it's on my TBR for a reason. It's because I heard good things about this. So, yeah, those are the books I got. And also, look, I also got this by Bargain Books. Confirmed bibliophile. It's a little bookmark. I was like, that is very cute. So I stole this. Well, not stole this. It's like right by their counter. They literally like give it out for free. And yeah, those are the books that I have gotten recently. The one I'm most excited to read is Battle Royale. Look at it. It's beautiful. And it's just... Okay, but I need to still like finish another physical book. This is going to be my next physical book. Okay? You best believe. This is going to be my next physical book. And yeah, those are the books I got. If you want to see me read any of these in the future, then don't forget to subscribe. So if you liked any of the books, if you liked me, if you liked the video, then don't forget to leave a like. And then I will see you some other time. Bye! Hello.